A lot of people think the gift of discernment is just strong intuition or a sharp ability to read people. They imagine it as heightened observation, intelligence, or emotional awareness. But true discernment goes much deeper than the mind. It is not merely intellectual analysis. It is a visceral knowing, a weight, a signal that arrives in your spirit long before your thoughts can explain why something feels wrong. Discernment is the strange heaviness you feel when someone is smiling, but their energy carries hidden hostility. It is walking into a room and instantly sensing tension before anyone speaks a word. It is noticing the fracture beneath the polished surface while everyone else remains distracted by appearances. And because this gift operates beneath logic, people often misunderstand it. You get labeled anxious because you sense danger before proof appears. You get called hyper-vigilant because your spirit notices inconsistencies others overlook. You get accused of being overly critical when, in reality, you are reacting to something invisible that your inner world already detected before your conscious mind caught up. This is why discernment can become exhausting for gifted souls. You are constantly receiving information beneath the surface level of ordinary conversation. Every atmosphere speaks. Every person carries an unseen frequency. And if you do not understand how to manage what you perceive, you will slowly drown beneath the weight of constantly feeling what others ignore. Many discerning people spend years believing something is wrong with them because they cannot turn it off. But the problem is not the gift. The problem is the lack of boundaries, grounding, and spiritual clarity around the gift. Because discernment without wisdom becomes anxiety. Sensitivity without protection becomes exhaustion. And perception without peace becomes torment. Today, we are breaking down 5 definitive, real-world signs that you possess this rare gift, and exactly how to stop drowning in everything your spirit has been picking up for years. Sign 1. The physical warning. The first sign is that your body knows the truth before your eyes do. True discerners often experience what can only be described as somatic feedback. Your spirit detects something beneath the surface, and your body reacts before your mind fully understands why. You walk near someone, and suddenly your stomach drops, your chest tightens, your throat constricts. The atmosphere around them feels heavy for no visible reason. Everyone else may think the person is charming, trustworthy, or harmless, yet something inside you immediately goes on alert. This is why discernment is so often mistaken for anxiety. But there is a difference between irrational fear and spiritual warning. Anxiety panics without direction. Discernment signals with precision. Your body is not betraying you. It is responding to a hidden frequency your spirit already recognized before logic could explain it. Sometimes the soul sees what the eyes have not caught up to yet. Sign 2. The instant confession magnet. The second sign is that people tell you their deepest secrets almost immediately after meeting you. Conversations that should stay casual suddenly become intensely personal. A stranger looks at you and says, "I don't know why I'm telling you this, but..." And within minutes, they are revealing wounds, regrets, and hidden pain they rarely admit out loud. This happens because discerning spirits carry a quiet sense of safety. Your presence lowers defenses without you trying. People with fractured or chaotic inner worlds subconsciously recognize the light you carry, and their masks begin slipping in your presence. But this gift can become heavy if you are not careful. Because while others feel relieved after releasing their burdens, you are often the one left, carrying the emotional residue afterward. Not every confession is an assignment for you to fix. Sometimes people are drawn to your light simply because truth feels safe near you. Your job is to listen with wisdom, not absorb every burden they unload onto your spirit. Sign 3. Recognizing the spiritual shift in conversations. Have you ever been deep in a conversation and suddenly felt the atmosphere change for no visible reason? The words sound normal, the smiles remain in place, yet something inside you immediately tightens. The moment a certain name, subject, or situation is mentioned, you feel an invisible shift move through the room. This is one of the clearest signs of discernment. You are not only hearing the dialogue, you are sensing the hidden current beneath it, a sudden spike of envy hidden behind praise, a wall of pride disguised as confidence, a wave of fear concealed beneath calm words. While others only process the conversation intellectually, your spirit is reading the invisible subtext behind human interaction. This is why certain conversations leave you exhausted, even when nothing bad was openly said. Your spirit picked up what the surface tried to hide. Discernment hears more than words. It feels the motive behind them. Sign 4. The need for post-social purging. The fourth sign is a deep, almost non-negotiable need to wash the day off your spirit. After spending time in crowded places, intense work environments, or emotionally heavy spaces, you do not just feel socially tired, you feel contaminated, heavy, overloaded in a way that words cannot fully explain. You suddenly crave isolation, a hot shower, clean clothes, complete silence. Sometimes you need to sit alone in darkness just to feel like yourself again. And people around you may think you are being dramatic or antisocial, when in reality, your spirit is trying to recover from overstimulation. This happens because open discerners unconsciously absorb the emotional residue of the environments they move through. Every room carries tension, fear, frustration, grief, and emotional noise. And without strong internal boundaries, your spirit accidentally collects fragments of those frequencies throughout the day. So by the time you get home, you are not only carrying your own energy anymore, you are carrying traces of every atmosphere you walked through. Your need to reset is not weakness. It is your spirit trying to clear what never belonged to you in the first place. Sign 5. Searing loneliness in large crowds. The final sign is a deep sense of loneliness in places where you are supposed to feel connected. You can stand in the middle of a celebration, a concert, or even a crowded church service and still feel completely isolated inside. Not because you dislike people, but because your spirit is processing far more than the surface of the event. While others are enjoying the atmosphere at face value, you are unconsciously sensing the emotional undercurrents beneath it. The hidden grief behind forced smiles, the silent insecurity behind loud confidence, the conflicting motives, tensions, and pain moving invisibly through the crowd. And after a while, it becomes exhausting. This is why large gatherings can leave discerning people feeling emotionally detached instead of energized. Your spirit struggles to relax because it keeps reading the invisible weight carried by everyone around you. You are not only seeing the event, you are feeling the atmosphere underneath it. Discernment can make you feel alone because you perceive layers most people never notice. You see too much to completely lose yourself in the crowd. And until you learn how to remain grounded within your own peace, other people's hidden heaviness will keep drowning out your sense of connection. If these 5 signs feel painfully familiar, then hear this clearly. You are not broken and you are not weak. What you are experiencing is not failure, it is an unmanaged gift. Your spirit was designed to perceive deeply, but without boundaries and grounding, that same gift can begin draining the vessel carrying it. You were never meant to be a sponge that absorbs the chaos of every room you enter. You are meant to be a lighthouse, a steady presence that exposes the darkness without drowning in it. A soul anchored firmly enough that the storm cannot pull it under. The problem is not your sensitivity. The problem is that no one ever taught you how to protect it. In our next session, we are moving beyond the symptoms and breaking down the exact habits needed to anchor your authority, seal your peace, and stop leaking your energy into every atmosphere around you. Type "anchored" in the comments if you are ready to stop absorbing and start ruling your space. Sleep well tonight.